Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to share something really cool with you that you can do in Excel that is so powerful. When you see it, you'll be like, holy cow, I cannot believe it is that easy to do. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, you have a template that you want to use in Excel and only change a certain part of that template and then create a multiple copies based on a certain criteria. So for example, let's say I have this template which has the first name and last name. And let's say if I already have a name, the first name, but I want to put in a different name for under the what you call the last name, but it will need to be a different last name and then create a sheet out of that. So let's say I have this, which has 4 different last names. And then I want to create a sheet that has the last name of this and then create a multiple different ones. So just to give you an example, I know I'm talking right now, you'll be like, what the hell does that mean, Mark? I don't know what you're talking about. So copy this template. So let me show you how you could do it manually. Copy this template, right click. So if you didn't see it, you can right click and then you're going to click on copy. And then you could put it any way you want at the end, make create a pop copy, doesn't really matter. So let's say if I want to put it at the end of the template. So now I have this and I want to put last name here. I don't know, call it Kumar. And then I want to come here and change this name to say Kumar as well. So if I have, let's say, a list of names, they want to repeat the process. The manual will be right click, click on move and or create, and then click over here, repeat the process. If you have 1 or 2, this is not bad, right? Not bad at all. But if you have like hundreds of rows and you want to create multiple different tabs, or if you have, let's say, 10, and then each one of these tabs based on your template tab, you change only specific information, and then that one becomes your template and you go on and create a different tabs accordingly. So how do you do that? So I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's very, 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 very easy, and I cannot emphasize this. And then all you really do is open up Excel, and then obviously, and then you have your template, whatever your template is, and then whatever information you want to look up from, and then you go under developer, then click on Visual Basic, this icon right over here. And then if depending on where was the last time you opened up your Visual Basic editor under Excel, sometime when people open it up, it's going to have like this screen, or sometime when people open up, it's going to look like this, and it varies. So make sure you and I are on the same page when you're following this particular video. You go to View in your Visual Basic editor, and then you click on Project Explorer, and then you will come up here. And if you don't see this here, all you're going to do is click on here and then module, and it's going to get you here like module 2, module 3, so on and so forth. And the code, the VB code that you're going to copy and paste, I will paste it here. And then after that, you just click on save, you say yes, and then I'll pause for a few seconds for you to copy this code, and that way you can follow through. So I'll pause for about 5 seconds. All right, so hopefully that gave you enough time. If not, then you can obviously pause the video, copy this, and then paste it, or copy it, write it down, whatever. But if you wanna actually get the code, I'll just leave a link in the description in which you can go and copy paste. It makes it easy for you. So once you have this, so let's follow through. So what does that mean? The first line, basically what it is just a declaring a few variable. And then the second line is wherever the information that you're going to look up from and copy it, this is what this is. And then this would be the number of rows that you want to go down. I know I have put that in there manually, but if any one of you knows how to do this like a dynamically speaking, so let's say if I have 5,000 rows in here, or let's say if I have 5 rows, whatever, just change this to whatever, and then leave a comment below so anybody who is looking for it, they know how to do that. But I'm just showing you how to do that. Let's say if you have X amount of rows, you already know the number of rows you're going to have, you just replace it over here. And then it's going to go to the for loop process, where this one is the very first line right over here. Well, this line over here is gonna go on and create a copy of the template as is, and then it's gonna rename it to whatever the variable, whatever the very first row is. Then in this case will be Smith. And then it's gonna go to the temp, copy this, because this will be copied, then it's going to go to B2 and paste the name of whatever that was. In this case, it will be Smith. And then it's going to go through all of them. And after it is done, it's going to say, hey, done creating sheets. So let's see this in action, how quickly you could do that. So in order for you to use this particular code, all you do is just press this play button to run the macro or to run the VBA code. So I'm going to press it, and before I do that, I want to make sure you follow through it. So here it is. So this is the whole code, and at the bottom right over here in Excel, I only have 2 tabs. And here we go. Let the magic begin. Boom! And it is done. So let's see what really happened. So these are our names, which are 4 names right over here. And then these are the tabs accordingly. So we went in here, copied this template, and then added the name accordingly. And on the tab, it has the same exact name as well. So this is pretty powerful in terms of if you, let's say you have created a graph, and then part of the graph, you have different locations that you want to update it, but you have a template that looks exactly like where you want the rest of the graphs will be, but you want each graph to be on a different tab, and the tab name will be different, and the data behind it will be different. So you can imagine how powerful this thing is. Hopefully that was helpful. If it was helpful, make sure you subscribe, obviously, right? And then comment below if anything else that you could do differently with this code. So that way other people who watch this, they'll be like, wow, this is pretty cool. So we can help the community and we can grow together as a professional web developer. All right, guys, take care. Until next time, happy coding.